What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Fallout New Vegas video. We just left the Brotherhood of Steel safe house and immediately turned back around because half the shit in there I can't use. For instance, I couldn't use any of the power armor because you don't have power armor training. In order to get power armor training, Harden tasked me with taking out the Van Graffs, leaving no one alive. So in order to get anything better than what we have right now, because I'm pretty sure the only stuff that's better than Combat Armor Reinforced Mark II in the game is power armor. So in order to get anything better, we have to get power armor training. So other than that, if we don't want to go to New Vegas yet, we can do some of the boomer stuff. Or head to Camp McCarran. I have been kind of ignoring the main quests a lot. Did Black Mountain. Haven't done Quarry Junction at all. Or head south from Good Spring Cemetery to see what's over there. I think I'll head to the boomers, to be honest. But first, I want to head to the trading post at the 188 to sell, because I have a lot of stuff that needs to be gotten rid of. Yeah, we did all the Brotherhood of Steel stuff. Or at least almost all of it. Well, that was immediately a no. Was that 11,000? God. For fully repaired Mark II reinforced combat armor. There's all our caps, but we're still overweight. So I suppose we'll go talk to these gun runners down here. Oh, come on. I can get over the ledge. Gotta finagle it the right way. Really don't want to walk all the way around. There are 1,000 caps. I have all 357s. I might just sell all the 44 Magnum stuff too, bro. The only thing I really be using is energy weapons and like the hunting rifle. Have all that, all 40mm, all 9mm, flamer fuel, mini nukes, missiles. Alright, we came out there with another 1,000 caps.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What's this at 186? Alright. Question is, do I head to New Vegas or do we head around the surrounding area? Or no, I was gonna head to Boomers. Yep. I was gonna head to the Boomers. Suffering from beer withdrawal. What a terrible problem to have. Yeah, nice place.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Okay. Wait, can I talk to you more?
You have done.
Alright. She didn't really have much to say for the leader of this faction. I didn't really feel like going to the museum. I already know about the origin of the boomers. Here, I watched a vault lore video, you know.
About the lady in the water.
Lady in the water? What's that?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived,
A bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
How do you expect to raise a bomber from the bottom of a lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it?
Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all.
Alright, I'm game.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any ideas how to get to the bottom of the lake we need without drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
I do need a rebreather for some... Wasn't there... loot I could... I might have been on my other playthrough. There's one of the vaults that you need a rebreather for. Let me go back in. Jack's in here. Because you can't hold your breath long enough.
Hey there. Back for more?
Will said you can help me breathe underwater.
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Orange silk, rubber hose, and removable adhesive would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Alright. Nice. I forgot what vault it was. Or where it is, but... It wasn't Vault 34 because we did everything in there. Well, these guys spawned back in. I'd literally killed them already. Missed. Oh no. I have anti-venom. As I should. Cazadors, dude. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but playing this game now made me realize just how much stuff I've missed in this game. Like I did do the boomers, I did do Brotherhood of Steel, but I never went to Camp Forlorn Hope or Bitter Springs or any of that stuff. But you just equip it whenever you want. Huh. Does the durability go down? Where do I attach these? I'm really getting an option. I'm confused on where I'm supposed to place these. Attach the ballast from the loyal at the bottom, like the loyal. Okay. Attach the ballast. Oh. On each of the wings. Turn to the shore and near the tow winch. And use low there. That's the second time I recorded this and sneezed. Now, if no one's ever set foot out of Nellis, how the fuck are they going to transport this massive plane? Turn the oil and let them know the B-29 is on top of the... It's up from the bottom of the lake. Easy enough. They're gonna take me to a safe house where I can get a shit ton of heavy weapons that I'm never gonna use. Take this off. Let's give me an extra 3 armor protection though. For free.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Plan worked, the plane floated up, seemed to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
How exactly do you plan to get the plane back here?
I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
Are you planning to use diversionary tactics to draw their attention?
Exactly. We'll be shelling an unoccupied location in outer Vegas to get their attention elsewhere. By the time they realize they aren't under attack, the plane and the bots will be long gone. The kids wish we were shelling a real target, but Pearl thinks it's wise not to start up a war just as the lady has risen.
Okay, well, I'm glad to have helped.
Hey, I better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
I appreciate you, Jack, for giving me that rebreather. It's some vault that I'm thinking of. I think my ear just started itching. I think it's the Fiend's vault, now I'm thinking about it, that has that. Where you have to have a rebreather to loot underwater sections.
Hello.
Let's welcome to Loyal. The B-29 is on its way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it.
Why don't you wipe out the
so.
Van Graffs?
Later.
Idolized. Is there a vendor here? I guess I don't need a vendor, but maybe they have good equipment. I probably don't want to go in there. Schoolhouse. Medical. Loyal's house. Nell's workshop. Why even here? I gotta wait. Solid 12 hours. Bro, imagine waiting in the same spot for half a day. Yeah. That would be awful. Okay, so nobody's here. So that's obviously not it. Definitely not the museum. The only place I haven't been to is inside the air traffic control tower and the second hangar.
I'm happy we managed to raise the bomber in my lifetime.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. Biodiesel refinery. Imagine what that smells like. Okay, hangar number 2 it is, and then I'm going to the ATC tower, or the area around it. See if there's a vendor in there. If it's not, then I'm fucking leaving. I'm never coming back. Watch out, watch out. Okay. You looked important. There's the simulators that they said I couldn't use. Are any of you actually named characters?
Hungry for grub?
No, I'm not actually.
Hey.
Where runs the simulators? I'll wait one more hour. Otherwise, that they're stalled. Oh,
Yeah?
I buy some spare ammunition.
Sure. Pearl gave the green light. Take a look at the manifest.
Grenade, machine gun, grenade rifle, missile. Yeah, this is for like fucking people who use heavy weapons, unlike me. There's some 5.56 though. Yeah. Nothing really that I'm gonna use.
Once a Republican.
Republican. I guess I could head to that vault I was referring to. It seems like everything else takes me to New Vegas. Other than Camp McCarran. I guess we could head to Camp McCarran. Yeah, I'll go to Camp McCarran. Finish up that task.
Always.
And bro, I just spawned in. Where did you get from? Oh. And worth looting for real. At least the laser rifles I can... Okay, I gotta get rid of this. At least with the laser rifles I can repair them and sell them. Caravan shotgun is so bad. And the cat eye is just basically a freaking vendor item. I'll run a Camp Karen. Jesus. Get them down, troopers. Like how the audio stopped. Got significantly quieter. We're edging closer and closer to New Vegas. No fucking way. Alright guys, I'm about where I was before the game crashed abruptly on me again. Give me a couple minutes. Like I said, it's pretty fucking annoying having to deal with that. Here we are, we're near this motel. El Rey Motel. Got no penalty for lockpicking this.
Hey!
Oh. There isn't really much in here, just a schematic. Oh, we'll take that buff out though. We do in the bathroom though, bro. Just kind of the same deal. Not the ghouls. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude. There's not a safe room in this freaking place. What place is this? Is your stuff? Alright. Camp McCarran it is. Can't beat the shit out of that. Who are you? Little buster.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Are you supposed to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
What does Daughtry owe you caps? Or why does Daughtry owe you cap?
Because I killed a couple of marks for him. That's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
Take it if they were fiends.
Damn right they were. They were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
How long have you been a bounty hunter?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs.
Worked a lot of different trades.
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself.
Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit.
What are you gonna do now?
Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
That sounds like a terrible thing to bet your life on. Why did you quit the trade?
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Okay. Did not expect that to go that way.
I'm
Sorry, Bitterroot.
First recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Bitterroot, you have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you're right or not.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
What happened to your parents?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me.
Tell me what happened to them at Bitter Springs.
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
You don't really mean that. You don't really mean that, do you?
Don't I? Beg pardon, man, but you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... How'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs?
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons of Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want.
How'd you survive the massacre?
I guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. He brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
You're not telling me something. You couldn't have forgotten the whole
It's
massacre.
like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
Fair enough. Let's talk about something
Yeah,
else.
that's
How long have you been with the first recon?
while, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Your father is your commanding officer? Is that allowed?
Yeah, look, he's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story, and I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
We're gonna find some work around here. Oh, I don't really care. Bye.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
Remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Interesting rifle you have there, lever action, right?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been with the first recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why'd you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How'd you manage to escape Malpays?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Goodbye.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Tell me about First Recon.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her.
Jesus.
Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at 1st Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
You can talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
What happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon. Where the...
Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Did he have other thing to say?
What can I do for you?
It's not.
Hey, girl. You need something from me?
Have you seen any serious combat here?
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
What do you mean? Or nasty how?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First I've heard about Conscious in a while.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
I suppose. You're a sniper?
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
The big gun.
Yup. A lot of people make that connection. Big gun. Sniper. Some people don't even need to ask.
You should get medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm 1st Recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
You're a weak link, I know it. You know it. And the 1st Recon knows it. Do something about it.
Damn. Never had you pegged for the drill instructor type, but you got my attention. You can tell the lieutenant that I finally caved. I'll get help. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'll try not to get myself killed. Where's the other guy? 10 of spades?
Hello.
Oh.
Hey there, miss. 10 of spades. 1st Recon sharpshooter. At your surface.
I heard about what happened to Corporal Betsy.
The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That's shit.
So what happened?
It was my fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. That big guy sneaked up on us. I let Betsy down.
You were unconscious. How could you have done anything?
Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, all right?
Why do you think you let Betsy down?
She's my goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other, watch each other's backs. Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit.
Never mind.
Yeah, ELT shouldn't have brought that shit up. Not with civvies, anyway. Ain't right.
Ten of Spades. Where'd you get that name?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be Ace of Spades, but the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt, he'll move me up to Jack. Jack of Spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to Ace. Think I'll skip Queen though.
How long have you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. As long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
When did you listen to the military?
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
See, what do you do around here?
Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way.
Are you alright?
Oh yeah, fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right. Yeah, I'll see.
I guess I'll talk to the lieutenant.
What can I do for you?
I convinced Corporal Betsy to get help from Dr. Usanagi.
I caught the tail end of what she said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Okay. Sit inside. Aunt McCarran.
Something I can do. We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
Captain Gillis at Bitter Springs needs reinforcements. Can you spare any?
I appreciate your concern for Bitter Springs. You've already been quite helpful to the NCR. I suppose it's only right to return the favor.
How are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
What's Camp McCarran's role in the NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. It sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
You seem calm given that things are bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
What challenges did the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Campbell's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw. Bye.
Anyway, guys, that's all the time I have for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it as always, and we'll continue this next time when we head back to Bitter Springs. Maybe head back to here, Camp Karen, see what we can do around the base, and all that stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.